Alrighty. Burp. And a burp. And a burp. And a burp. And a burp. Why you be potato? There we go. Alrighty. We should be good. Okay. Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? I am stretching before my stream. And I'm going to run an ad really quickly so nobody gets hit with those nasty pre-rolls because I honestly don't like them. Need to go grab something real quick. Alright. So, we are going to start a new character. I know it's a little bit early, but if I sit here with this on any longer, it's going to continue playing the misleading gameplay trailer. Alright, so everybody should have gotten their live notifications by now. I'm gonna go ahead and move on with our new game, new character. With this one, I cannot choose any other race besides human. However, I am going to stick to using a rogue in this one because of the fact that there are a lot of things that need lockpicking in this game. A lot. Well, you like being an archmage.
Yeah.
You like having big pointy stick to smack people with.
And I get to do sparkly things with my hand and be like, boom! Boom! There you go. Boom! You're on fire. Boom! You're frozen. Boom!
Well, I just prefer to use rogue in Dragon Age because there's a lot of things that need lockpicks. Alright, just a second. Hello?
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just,
Okay.
what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
Alright, well, I am working at the moment, so...
Time to start talking, dwarf.
Okay.
They tell me you're good at it.
Let me go. Bye.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Sorry about that. That was my grandma. Hey, Taffy. Sorry, I didn't see your comment. My grandmother called. And I have to answer when she calls. Otherwise, she calls multiple times. How are you doing? It's funny, I tell my grandmother my schedule, and yet she still manages to call during my schedule. It's like, Grandma!
Scouts.
Just finished streaming. How was your stream?
Sooner or later. Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
I would have swung by, but I've been extremely busy today. Working on getting my small business switched over from what it originally was to what it's going to be, and so it's been a difficult few days.
Out of
It was
range.
good, thanks. Came to watch you for a bit. Okay, cool.
Need to get closer.
Just getting ready to playing my one of the games from my top 10 list. Oh,
We can't
top
keep
10,
this
more
up
like top
forever.
100,000.
Perhaps we'll be lucky. And they'll
Since
run
they
out
give
of
me an
gas.
option to be a smartass in this
Here they
game,
come.
I am going to be a
Sure,
smartass in this game.
All yours, sister.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my character's sister's got the big bazonkas, and I do not.
You got the booty.
Well, my character does not, I should say.
Your character got the booty. Oh, I got him.
My character got nothing going for her, honestly.
She got sharp blades. She can make her point very clear.
I don't know what button I just pushed.
You kicked a lot.
What? Okay, hold up. What button is the attack button? Okay, there we go. That's A. Wow, I'm
what
dumb.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
So the whole time you just bouncing around all these bad guys? That's it?
The whole time I'm just being dumb.
Ah.
I got distracted by the mage.
One less to worry about.
Her hatatas are very distracting.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Oh, jeez. What? I'm bi. I'm allowed to say that.
And I'm your husband. Why, you think I'm weirded out by it?
No, you're used to it.
Since you're looking at it.
It's a one-way street, hon.
I'll deal with this.
Go eat your food. Michael, stop. Get my cup before your cat decides to have noodles sticking out his rear. God, those are some intense eyeballs.
Want the blue eyes?
Yeah.
There's no end to them.
Michael, you can't eat the tea bag either. Good grief, boy. What's your problem?
Start saying the cardboard.
That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. He always eats cardboard. Like, have you seen some of our boxes that are strewn about?
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Bullshit.
Does that
Cassandra.
not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I
Probably
came to
the
hear
character
truth.
that I will try to
What
romance in
makes you think
Inquisition.
I know the truth.
Emphasis on try, because she is very hard to
You knew her
romance.
even before she became the
Did.
champion.
That's because you
Even if
asshole.
I did, I don't know where she is now.
He's gonna be careful.
Do you have
Don't flirt
any
with her too
idea
much,
what's at
she'll-
stake
if you
here?
don't flirt with her too much- if you flirt
Let
with her
me
too much, she'll
guess.
start to hate you.
Your precious chantries fall into pieces.
But
and put the
I'm
entire
clingy.
world on the brink of war. And you need the one person
You're
who
very
can help
clean.
you put it back together.
Huh?
They're
The
very
champion.
clean, but-
Exactly. That's why my character would be perfect
But
for her.
in the
If
moment,
you
but
can't
in the
point
moment,
to
she'll
her,
be she'll
Tell
be
me
very clean.
everything you know.
You aren't worried
Michael?
I'll just make it up as I go.
What's it doing?
Not at all.
Don't eat my fingers.
You'll need to hear the
They're not
whole
food. Come here.
story.
Come here. No, you can't drink. Okay, listen, Michael. You cannot have everything that mommy has. I will share beef jerky with you. I will share chicken with you. But you cannot drink my tea and you cannot have my ramen. I am sorry. But tea is not good for you.
There you go, there's your character.
Alright. Do appearance. There we go. Let's see. Skin tone. not that pale. Oh, crap. Blush color, none. Blush intensity, none. Lip intensity, we're going to bring that up because I am weird like that. And I also have poor eyesight, so I can barely see the color scheme. Nyeh.
She's ice cream!
We'll do pink.
If you go to light blue, you look like the ice queen.
That is some yellow eyeshadow. See, I can't use like light colored eyeshadow on my skin because it doesn't show up very well. I will turn the intensity down on the eyeshadow here in a second. Just trying to find the right color. I think that's the closest to black that they have. I'm gonna bring that down just a bit. Tattoo. The tattoo goes on the face. I don't really know if I want to put a tattoo or not. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Alright, back. Hair. Let's see what we got for hair styles. Go all the way back, because I think it's pretty much the same as the other. I think we'll do that one. Hair color. Let's see. I think we'll do red. There we go. Eyes. Let's see what other colors we got here. Besides that very intense blue. I'm also going to turn the lip intensity down now that I know what color it is. Have some. Hey, Beastie. Which green? This green? This one? This one.
Green.
Muffin. That's a cute moat. Yeah, which green?
That one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright. Mouth, jaw, cheek, ears, everything there is fine. Okay, go back. Portrait. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Name! My least favorite thing to do. Yeah.
Smitty Werman Jaggerman Johnson.
Why did I think that I... Oh, wow. I just tried to type it up on my computer. Like
JoJo! Murray! Baba Ganoush!
Jordan. Shush. We're just gonna do this.
Miss Boy. Miss Whiskers.
No.
Mystery.
Hey, Jordan, would you shush?
I got it. Daddy.
And,
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelda.
Get you.
Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against
I
the
forgot
army
to
at
turn down the
ruins
lip
of
intensity.
Ostagar.
Oh well. I'm just gonna have hot pink lips throughout the entire game.
Was a disaster. King Kalen died on the field with his men.
It's fine.
betrayed
I actually
by
have a
his
lipstick
most
that
trusted
color. I just
general.
don't wear it often.
We're on this.
Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering,
I was honestly too lazy to put
village
makeup on
burned.
today.
and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's
Aw,
family
thank you, Bobby.
barely escaped in time.
But we all know that I'm a potato. Well, your family does hail from Ireland.
That's just one part out of a whole.
I love how I look
think
nothing
that's
like
all
my
of them.
family.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
Your biological dad's a bum.
At least we're alive. That's no small feat.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at us? We've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Can't we talk about this? No?
Babe, you're in the way.
What a mess.
Dead refugee. Ow, my nose itches. Yee. I just found a sword. What do you have on you? A bow. Which I believe the rogue can use both. Alright, level up. Goddamn allergies are just kicking my ass. Alright, so I'm gonna put 1 on Constitution, critical damage, and Fortitude. And then we also get I don't have them in my body just yet, so I can't use that. Since I'm using dual weapons right now, we'll go ahead and put 1 on there. Inventory. Hunter's skinning knife. Put on A. Inspect it. The only difference, not much. Alright, moving on.
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn. Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander
Yes, we can.
aimlessly.
Again, I be smartass. Why not?
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Well, that wouldn't be my first choice.
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall.
To slay a
I know
dragon.
that.
Leroy Jenkins.
And an
Hello, Sierra. How are you doing?
Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
to arms!
Probably should have changed my character's nose, but you know what? It looks fine. Especially considering that I kind of made her look a little Irish. Scottish. Whatever's in my blood. Which is a lot. Except for iron, which I have little of.
They will not have you.
Ah, young love.
Not while I breathe.
Good, just woke up because I haven't had the most sleep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know how that can be.
Out of range.
I have had to start taking melatonin before bed just so I can sleep at all.
Nicely done. Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
That woman is an apostate. The Order dictates.
The Order dictates that you back your dick up, boy.
Dear, they saved us.
Or I'm gonna make it
The
go
Maker
inside out.
understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
Tried some sleep meds. I crashed in the middle of class. Oof. That's not good.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
Good.
Thank you, Wesley.
Now that we're all covered in blood and
For
introduced.
now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
Yeah.
If the options are south or die... I'll
Speaking
take
of
my
falling
chances with
asleep
south.
in the middle of something. Michael, you are going to get stepped on. That is the walkway, good sir. Does not give a flying flip. He's like, 'tis maybe walkway, but I am cat. And I own floor.
Get ready!
Oh, you thought this was your house? Nice, man. Pancake cat. Hey, he's more of a... maybe a Belgian waffle. Because he's thick.
Now you fall! I suffer no threat.
I just want to loot these staples.
Need to get closer.
There's more of them.
Yes, of course there is, because why wouldn't there be? Okay, now we can move on, kind of. Oh, great. Nope, nope, dodge, dodge, dodge. Belgian waffles are good. Haven't had any in a long time. Gotta see if there's any near where I live. Yeah, I haven't had any in forever either. I think the last time I had a Belgian waffle, I was at Denny's. And that was forever ago. I do, however, make a mean French toast. My waffle maker, unfortunately, decided to flip me the middle finger and then die. Which is fine, because I've been wanting to replace it anyways. I want to get one that has the, like, slot to make more than 2 waffles at a time.
Here we go!
Especially when you have a family of 4. What the heck are you? Oh yes, you're an emissary. You get slice and dice and chopped. Come on, I make sushi out of your carcass.
Let's finish this! Now you fall! Another wave! Next. One less against us.
Oh, well, waffle maker got attitude. Yes, yes it does.
Go down! It's me. I stand for all of us. Ha!
And I once again forgot to put my account on Do Not Disturb. There we go. I need to remember to do that.
Quickly, before they regroup.
They're
We
not
must
going
press
to
towards the
regroup.
wilds.
We can press towards the wilds here in a second. Right now, I am looting.
Should do it.
I found boots. Something about the Kakari Wilds. It's a codex. Don't really feel like reading all of it. Don't know why they want me to level up. Everybody! Alright. Let's see. Fortitude 2. Dexterity 4. Cunning Dare. Confirmed 8. Accidentally sets account to please disturb option. Honestly, whenever I have family on and I'm playing a game that they also play, if I am not wanting to play with them, I put it on Do Not Disturb. And like, I've had my cousin who passed away call me out on it. He's like, "Do not disturb, huh? I'm gonna disturb you." Probably the only the last message that's ever was ever sent. Oh no. Oh! Well, he did.
Now we fight!
Die today!
Yes! Knock him down on his rear!
I'll deal with it. Gotcha.
Well, the end of Carver.
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
He's not gonna get up. He just got his head smashed in 3 or 4 times by the Incredible
These things will
Bulk.
not take Carver.
I'm gonna be nice.
Carver gave himself to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my son. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
I'm
can't
not
stay
my
here.
brother's keeper. I don't hold his
Carver
leash.
wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side.
We need to get a move
Let
on.
us take comfort in the peace he has found.
How many
in eternity.
ribs did he break? I don't think it was his ribs. He smashed the poor boy's head into the dirt. I'm pretty sure it's all of his bones. Right now he's just...
But at least Father will have company now.
H.
Flames. We're too late.
Yeah, we just had to stop.
I knew this
Collar ribs. Okay, if I can remember to push the correct button. Problem is that I just got done playing a Lego game in my free time because I am a nerd and I have Batman Lego 3. The X button, you push A and then push X and you do like a major hit. And my game glitched.
It used to be we never got visitors.
What you guys missed was Flemeth came
Now it
in
seems they arrive in hordes.
and burned everybody as a giant dragon because my game's a freaking turd. Nice trick.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon.
All I know is that I killed
Count
you.
yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn.
But
does
you're
not feed the
back.
appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn,
Also,
you
I
know you
want
are
that
heading
costume.
in the wrong direction.
Wait. You can't just leave us here.
For reasons.
Can I not?
Cosplay reasons.
I find it a most curious sight. A mighty
Kill her
ghost
again.
vanquished. Who could perform such a feat?
Sadly, it
But
is
now
not
my
an option in this
curiosity
one
is
because
sated.
she is
You are
a
safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
ally this time instead of an enemy. I want to be a dragon.
You could show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
If only a clever tongue was all one needed. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the Blight?
We need to get to Kirkwall. In the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. Your
Why
king
is
will
she
not
so
be
horny?
sick, hmm?
I'm sure he'll miss his life more.
Oh, you I like.
I don't know. Because she's an old lady and we all know old ladies can be pretty frisky. Also, because she is an immortal demon bitch!
I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
There must be a catch.
Yes, there must be a catch. What's the catch?
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Maybe we shouldn't trust her. I don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth, Asha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much.
The last one. An old hag that talks
Does
too
it
much.
matter? I offer you this. I will get your
Immortal
food past
demon?
the Horde
Ooh, catches.
in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far.
Double ooh, kinky.
Would you do this for a witch? Why?
Sierra, do not make me put you in horny jail.
Roast a few more Darkspawn. I'll do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dale elves near the city of Kirkwall.
Michael, you are right in grabbing distance. I can get your beans. Those are my beans.
Do as
I want
she
your
asks
beans.
of it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man
Yoink!
is within his blood already.
You lie.
Haha, I told you you were in grabbing distance.
I can feel the corruption inside me.
Say hi. Hmm? Big old beefy boy. You say hi? Alright, I'll put you down now. Oh, there you go. Ugh. Thank you for the gift of cat hair. It shall keep Mommy warm. And also aggravate her allergies.
This corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to
Don't
become
lick
a
yourself
brave
like you were
woman.
just touched by somebody
You
gross.
all died at Osterwald.
Rude.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Did I mess up your fur?
Avalon,
He's now
Listen.
grooming himself because I messed up his fur. It's not laying the way that he likes.
please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
There's no cure for what he has, sweetie. Just put an end to it. It's up to you.
He's your husband, Emily. I can't decide his fate.
Nope, I can't. I won't.
Be strong.
So much sad in the beginning. Why does every heroic venture have to end or begin with someone's death? I'm sorry, but can't we have a happy beginning? No? Okay.
Without an end,
We can, though.
there can be no peace.
I am only 4 more chapters away from
It
finishing
gets
writing
no
my novel.
easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
Yes.
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Yes.
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear
The
of her
tale of the
involvement.
warden as well.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you.
Ah, Varric. Everyone's
The witch
favorite
kept her
character.
word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries.
City of Chains.
Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely.
Creepy.
Sail through
Also,
those
it is
black cliffs
downpouring
and
outside.
you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Oh, don't we all just look comfortable? What lovely artwork! That is a weird looking bird. That bird just looked weird. City made of chains? How much to get in?
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true.
Now
Look
there
at
are
them.
DLCs to this one that I can get. I thought I had them, but I don't. I have to discuss with Beastie.
They're Fereldans,
I
just
might
like
just
us,
grab
fleeing for their
the
lives.
ones that are
And they would throw
missions
us all back to the
instead of the
wolves.
ones that are like
Unbelievable.
skins and weapons and stuff, unless it's like good weaponry.
I'm only surprised they let us dock.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter. The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Perhaps we should. Or perhaps we should get back on the boat and go elsewhere.
Our ship is over here. How are we supposed to leave?
Let us get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't
Bite
get you
me.
into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Investigate.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
You don't have a Karen haircut yet. Hold on. I mean, my mother is close. It's not a bun, but oh, stop your belly aching.
I don't remember ever seeing him there.
He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar. Were you familiar with every Templar in Lothering?
How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
We're not animals you can just corral. Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room
Jeez.
for refugees.
Looks like he's a member of the Backstreet
Gone.
Boys.
We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Surely there's a bit of extra room for the pretty people.
I find keeping my neck away from Knight Commander Meredith Blade far more attractive than any of you.
Ouch!
We've been letting you Fereldans in for months.
At least I don't
You're
look
too
like a
late.
failed boy
There's
band.
no more room.
But we have family here. Doesn't that mean
Not
anything?
saying that the Backstreet Boys
I've
are
heard
in
claims
sync
like
as
that
failed boy band.
1,000 times
I actually quite
already,
enjoy their
trust
music.
me. We'll find some ships to take you
I'm just
all
saying
back
he
to
looks like a
Ferelden
member of a boy band
eventually.
that tried and flopped.
You stay here.
Would you rather we left?
If you find our uncle, Gamlen Amel, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say
Listen,
anything
you
about
and your group of bucket
For
heads.
4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Okay.
And here we go again.
Did one of them say not the face?
Need to get closer.
Oh, good. I'm afraid this will be
Backstab.
easy.
Go down!
I love it when a plan works out.
Unbelievable.
Well, they no longer have
Captain,
to house
are you
them.
all right?
How convenient.
I am. No
Right?
thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to
Alright,
end.
I'll be right back. Sounds
I'm
like one of my
sure it won't
kids is
be much
getting into
longer.
something.
Gamlen must still be looking for us. And if he's not,
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blythe, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd
No.
for life.
Wasn't my kid.
Oh,
It was my
Gamlen.
husband.
We
And he
came
was
too
playing with the
late.
cat.
My poor Carver didn't make it. I'm drastic guiding.
Oh, Maker, save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
Hey, Beastie.
What about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Asshole.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city.
Okay.
The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally.
Okay.
Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What does that sound? I'll go talk to him.
Let's find them and see what we have.
Alright, so in my
I don't
past
know about
playthroughs of this,
It's a lot of
if I remember
coin,
correctly,
yeah.
I've always joined
Don't
the
go
mercenary
expecting our
group,
name
so
to
this
carry the
time
kind
I'm
of
going
weight it used
to
to.
go with the
And
smugglers.
what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
I mean, aren't you a Templar? Can't you just tell them that you are a Templar? You know? Alright, so... who is this?
Are you a Fenrir?
If the Millennium
the
Falcon
Yeoman's
isn't involved, I don't want to hear it.
I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Okay. Alright, let me do a save real quick. So that way I help my neck. Hello, Voltrum. Yes, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I am doing a giveaway over on my small business TikTok. I've got 4 dice bags. Each bag contains 22 various dice that I had made when I was experimenting with different materials, different resins, etc. For more information, just follow that link, and it'll be the latest video that is up on my TikTok. I will be announcing the winners not this Friday, but next Friday.
Hey there! What are you doing with that?
Back away from it, friend. Now.
Wait. This is a Fenrir's doing, isn't it? You can tell that bitch I'm going straight to the guard again.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you, and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Just take what's in the chest. Take it all.
It's nice
Now
to
I'm getting
have...
out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
It's always nice to have somebody who is a bit of a badass on your team.
You
Keep
could have
bumping
given
the
us
buttons
something
underneath
more
my controller.
Will you? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Alright, So we're all set in that endeavor.
Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Athenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Okay.
Then we made it. The voyage is over. No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Carver were here with us.
And Wesley.
Yes, yes, it's all very sad.
We're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt, made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Qunari landed. A great storm
We just
caught
had
their
dinner.
ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith.
Of course they have.
Most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
Breaking out the cotton candy. Because we are about to start some chaos! Also because I have the munchies. And not for the reason that you'll think. It is because I'm actually always hungry.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No. You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
I'll buy you a drink before we head into the deep roads. Everyone wins.
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way
Oh,
out
I
of the
noticed
slums,
something.
right?
Choosing to
You
go
and every other
with
Ferelden
the smugglers,
dump.
my outfit color is different.
Find
Because when I
another
chose to
meal
go with the red hand,
What are we
I was
supposed to
wearing
do
a
now?
red tunic.
We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out.
So that's
This
interesting.
expedition was our last chance.
An interesting little fact. An interesting little detail.
Don't worry, Bethany. I won't let any big bad Templars come get you.
It's not a joke. If the Templars find me, the best I can hope is to be locked away for the rest of my life. If they don't kill me outright. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us.
Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable tool in the shed.
He's all we've got. Make us save us. We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do.
Hey!
Son of a bitch. Haha! Enter Varric.
I knew a guy
And
once who could
Bianca.
take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchant's Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do?
Ouch,
Varric
right?
Davis, at your service.
Well, Varric
I
always has had a clean
apologize,
shot.
He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you.
He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
I'm not gonna be a
There
dick
must be
to
some
Varric
way to
right now.
persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns, and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Don't have that
It
much
sounds
coin.
interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when Leaf Roads won't be crawling with Darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance.
We
I
need to
think
do
we
it.
have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I. And before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
Yeah, she does.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now,
Okay.
let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
That'd be creepy.
Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to visit.
So now we have Varric on our team, which is good because he is an excellent shot. Let's see. I'll put magic resistance on, critical damage, constitution, do that. Explosive dagger, back, auto level up her, auto level up them, and close. Alrighty, moving on. There's an exclamation point down here I want to check out.
One so wealthy could use a new pair of boots. Yes.
Worthy.
Ah, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't Worthy, the dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Still trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living?
Yeah.
Tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
I think you mean
You
murdered.
don't seem to like your brother very much.
Don't get murdered.
Blood magic to read minds.
I had a twin brother, Carver.
Watch yourself.
He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping. I never thought I'd miss him this much.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, you want mine? I got a spare.
Haha. It's like, you want mine? I have quite a few. As in 4.
It's a perfect time.
3 of which I don't see. And that's not their fault. It is the fact that I can't stand who they're with.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
That's it.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
He's dropping
A person in your position. Seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city.
You don't say.
In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
What's the job?
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
I'm with you.
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there.
Of course.
You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
And now she is on our team as well. And her thing is like somewhere between rivalry and... Now that I'm like snooping around everything, being nosy, because I can. Don't mind the fact that I just walked into a guard's room with my swords out. That door's locked.
How much longer do I have to wait?
As long as it takes.
Good day, sir.
Okay, so now I do have a letter at my house. Only access through Lone Town. So I can't get to my uncle's house just yet. As a fast travel option.
Being a guardsman seems like a better... My. If it isn't Hawk.
Still up to old tricks, Elegant?
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
Could be better. Could be worse.
I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Well, don't we just know some very interesting people? Okay, I know how to use this. Could you just... There we go.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure from the highest heights of Mount Everest.
Free drinks for the guards, but accept and you wake up in the alley.
Walk in peace.
Where am I supposed to be going? No? Oh, okay, down. Or up?
It's killing Mother to live in this filth hole.
How? My nose? Is that my buddy? Who's that good boy? Hey, Jump Popper!
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
Come on. Let's play fetch the invisible ball.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlen's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
But he's not nice. You can't just call him dog. You can call him Fry.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
Yes, where is it?
Right, it was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Why so
That touched a
defensive?
nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will?
Fishy.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
You look like a rat, and you smell like a rat.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will?
He always seems
If
a little
he,
slippery.
say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Our uncle's a born liar.
Gamlen can't say good morning without lying twice.
Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlen told her how angry her parents were about Father. She told me she wishes she'd died with Carver. It's like
Well,
coming
that's no
here
way to
ruined
think.
every good memory of her childhood. I wish we could get some of it back.
When this Deep Roads expedition comes through, we can buy her home back. Move to Hightown.
Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Gamlen couldn't have just sold himself and saved us all the trouble.
Can you just imagine him sweeping and scrubbing for some Tevinter matriarch? Seriously, though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
So, some family espionage? Special deliveries. So, I have the Blood Dragon armor. From something that I got with the game, apparently. Let me see, inventory. Armor? Yes. Inspect. So, I need to get my strength and constitution up before I can wear it. Alright. So we'll hold on to that for now. Let's see. Alright, that is just my thing. Cool. My resin and that should be here tomorrow. Cannot wait to start working on some more dice. Even though I have like 20 some odd dice goblins to finish. Alright, so we need to go to the Sundermount ambush site to get ambushed by bandits and paid in blood and gold. Because why not?
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
Stand ready. They come. Unworthy. Make it good.
Well, surely this isn't all of them. Cell dying. Well, then put it on a charge. Unless you're still in the bathroom. I think something's wrong with our phone batteries because they seem to die too quickly. Ah yes, the sound of buzzing in my ear.
Maker, take you. Make it good.
But don't get full of yourself.
What do you mean, don't get full of myself? I'm not full of myself. I'm just walking up this pathway that oddly looks like looks like a inappropriate appendage. Seriously though, I think the map designers had way too much fun with this particular map.
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
I mean, I can see them. Not much of an ambush if I can see them. Apparently, if you use them on the charger, it damages the batteries, or if you plug and unplug repeatedly. Ah. Yeah, we don't normally use our phones when they're on the charge.
Can't we talk about this?
I've got you now.
Seems like the ambush came to us.
It's too far. Get back.
Jeez. How many raiders can hide out over here? It's like they're just crawling out of the rocks. They use Kamahamaru's rock jitsu. Except for they learn not to make square rocks. Alright, so strength and hold on a second. Back. I need to check this again. Inspect. Strength and constitution. So that just goes in a big old circle. Alright, let's go ambush the ambushers. Ooh, wait, there's a pile of gold. Where did this come from? Raider assassin. It wasn't there before.
To arm! There's our targets. Watch your step.
Woo! Happy I dodged that.
Out of range. I just like to look. You go through me. Let's finish this.
No! Beastie, they're trying to get into my stuff.
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
In a minute, I want to loot the rest of these guys. Beastie left the kids unattended and now they're trying to get into my snacks. Alright, so back to the tower. And then we'll explore the rest of this. Because there is a ton, and I do mean a ton of quests in this game. And if you're not careful, you can miss some of them.
Good day, sir.
Because once you trigger a certain event, it'll...
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I would say they have sticky hands, but I don't know if they got any sugar on their hands lately. No. The funny thing is if they want to get into my snacks, they'll ask me first, instead of just getting into it. Because they know that if they just get into it, they're going to get in trouble for getting into something that doesn't belong. I say it!
Well, what a charming fellow.
I don't have to like him, but he could at least listen. Bandits are dead. That's all that should matter. It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time?
Dog shit. Horse shit.
My friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours.
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me
More
after
like
he
dumb
heard
shit,
what you did,
right?
And I passed the satchel to Donnick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
Suspicious.
So the satchel gets heavy the same way we discover an ambush.
I bet there's a perfectly reasonable lie that explains why your captain arranged this.
I'd be willing to hear it, but not while a guard may be walking into a trap. Brennan said Donnick. A good man. Donnick. I've got his route.
I mean, shouldn't you guys have the roster in, like, alphabetical order so it's easier to find? Okay, well, I guess we're going to help Donnick. There's the Black Emporium, Dust Town, Birthright, Business discussion. I'm curious. The way it should be. Oh, long way home. I think that's where we gotta deliver something that Flemeth gave us, I think. Let's go ahead and do this one since this is the mission we're currently on, and then after we've completed that, then we can head up the mountain. See what's going on there.
The streets aren't safe at night. We should do something about that.
Well, I mean, that is why we're here.
Now we fight! Get back!
I do love the combat system on this. A lot more finesse to the attack system. Shoot.
Always
Okay.
going and getting rid of idiots. Especially thugs who target the streets just because it's dark.
Ah, yes.
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donnick is here somewhere.
I'm walking as fast as I humanly can. Thank you. So if you would mind not being a bitch, that would be great.
We must be getting close to the ambush.
Here we go! Get back!
Oh, come on, more thugs. And coterie.
One less to worry about.
So fancy thugs.
Who? Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman.
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details. City accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
I'd kill him.
Selling out his own? Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawk. Jevon needs to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
I mean, I was just trying to lighten the mood, but... You know, if you're gonna be a moody bitch, then don't worry about it.
To arms!
The only thing I don't like about the combat system, however, is when you're attacking one person and somebody else comes in front of you, you stop attacking that one.
I am not cleaning this.
You do get results, don't you?
Well, I mean, I try. Alright, well, this is... should be a fast travel point. Leave the area, yes. Alright. The Viscount's Keep. Time to go rat out a rat. Alright, that's our neighbors. I thought I heard yelling, but no, it's my neighbor. She talks very, very loudly.
The Viscount must be
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch, this was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged, quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you,
A lot of debts to
Aveline
suspect
Valen,
peoples, huh?
have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment?
Ta-da!
Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
Congratulations! I think. But I don't know. Alright, well.
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. Always where you need. Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
What is
I'm
Varric?
not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to.
Varric. Yeah, goof.
Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
Not sure I like being behind the dead in order of influence.
Of course I have you to thank. It's just... I've made a mess of things, time to time. But that failure... He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain.
You seemed a good man. For a Templar. I'm sure he's found peace.
I'm sure he has.
What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
I could get used to having the law on my side.
You'll behave yourself, is what you'll do. I just sent Jevon to prison over corruption. I won't go the same road.
You never let me have any fun.
Thank goodness.
I think that's best for everyone.
I could romance her, but, I'm not gonna.
I look forward to working with you. Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it? Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawke. It's where I should be.
I haven't met all of the characters yet, so I don't see a point.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah.
That sounded kind of threatening.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
I'm sorry, but the way that she said that, that sounded kind of threatening. Yes, I am having a good day. Thank you for asking me. Alright, let's go to Sundermount. I want to go to the mountains! That's just creepy. Why is cave painting glowing? Hope your liver doesn't find itself mysteriously punctured. Right. Oh yay, spiders! How I love the spiders. They're so nice. I really don't know what I was going for there.
Get back!
Stab you in the proboscis. Ooh, pretty spider. I'll take that. More F root discovered. What is behind this wall, I wonder? Nothing. I can't get over there. Okay. Spider, even the smallest bite from Arachidus dethicus. Megamind has to be one of the most
Old
underrated
Shyamalan.
movies on the
Your
planet.
kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
I get that a lot.
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here for any human.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
Ah, she speaks.
Shyamalan. I thought she'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
Such a warm welcome.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
I'm just sitting here wondering if those shields of yours would make a good sled.
Marathari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andaran Atishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you.
I'm standing right here.
There is a light in your heart, human. Don't let it go out. You will need it.
Light?
Tell me.
What light? There's no
how
light.
this burden fell to you, child.
No.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet.
Of course not.
The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Okay.
Are you going to teach
I'm
me
not
this
dropping my
rite for the
pants
departed?
for you to get a better look.
will send
I will
my
at least need to be taken to dinner first.
She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you.
Right? It's like I do not drop trow on the first date, thank you. Weird.
That seems a little odd.
It is her wish, and I must grant it. You will find Merrill waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shira.
Is it my imagination? Or is Master Island's temper getting worse?
Shyamalan. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
Alright, I'm gonna sell some stuff. Let's see. Sell all junk. Requires weapon and shield, which Aveline has. And I can give her this. But I'm not going to. Keep that. Can go that way, that can go away, that can go away, because I'm keeping these. Fire damage, attack, attack. I'll hold on to those. Bye. I'm actually going to get this back because I want to give that to her. Not going to buy anything else at the moment.
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
Well, I'm pretty sure it probably isn't. Now, if you'll excuse me. There we go. And I'm going to put this ring on and this ring on. And I'm going to give my sister this amulet. Alright. Now that that's been done, we have to go up the trail to meet Meryl.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawk.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there.
So there are two characters that I'm thinking about trying to romance. There's her, and then there's another elf.
Do you like it here?
Oh,
I'm not sure which one I want to...
And the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Let's get this over with.
Silent offense intensifies. Oh, great! The dead have risen. Can I ask why these skeletons' hands are now their blades?
Let's finish this!
And the skeletal archer just has to continue pulling arrows out of his own back.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Please keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help.
Is that a skeleton or a porcupine? He's
before.
both.
It was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again.
She is so cute.
Bianca, you minx! That was beautiful!
So Meryl is adorable. I think we may have found the one that we are going to try to get with in this
one. And here we go again.
I need to get more exercise.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry.
Yes, we should. Alright, Thunder Mountain Passage, here we go.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't
The
appreciate
situation
my
didn't
efforts,
call for me to be an
I
asshole.
must see this through. Let's go. Ashbel isn't known for her patience.
Anybody got a Yep, spider! More giant spiders!
Victory. Another wave.
Oh, come on, more? How many spiders are in this cave? Why are they so huge?
One less to worry about.
What's in the rubble? I'll take that. Oh yeah, I got can't. Kill them all. I'm gonna need more than a few mollies. Right. Beastie, why are you back there shouting?
Can't we talk about this? No?
Oh great, more spiders. Oh, these ones are corrupted spiders. How lovely. Just what we needed. I have no clue what Beastie's doing. I don't know if you guys can hear him too, but for some odd reason he's laughing maniacally and our children are laughing with him, so I'm not entirely sure why. I worry about you sometimes, Beastie.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Quite literally. Okay, what in the world is this? Shadow Warrior! I don't know why this thing is here, but we are going to kill it. Apparently I'm also going to dance around with my blades. Alright, well, we're just going to take all. What the heck? I have no clue what just happened. That was weird. That was very weird. Okay. I don't know what just happened, but okay. That was very weird.
Forward. One moment.
Beastie! Babe!
betrayal ship. You called something here. Are you insane?
Yes, it
Blood
was
magic.
but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights.
That was
In the
very
days
odd. I
of
don't know why
Arthur,
that happened.
The elders came here to sleep. Uthanara.
We still haven't
The
gotten our
endless
freaking
dream, they
taxes
called
in,
it.
and if my laptop is starting
But
to
they
give
don't
out,
sleep peacefully anymore.
I freaking don't know what I'm gonna do, because I can't afford to get a new computer yet.
And here we go again. Showing up uninvited. So improper. Need to get closer. That's enough. There. That's enough. I love it when a plan works out.
I think it's safe now. Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin them.
In a minute. I know it's not a good idea to keep her waiting, but...
Trap. We're under attack. Surprise.
I stepped in the trap.
Face me. I stand for all of us.
How about you? Go down.
I'm keeping a very close eye on my phone screen to make sure that I don't keep playing if the stream crashes on me again.
One less against us.
Like, I don't know what happened. How far up does this go? Pretty far, okay. Well, let's go do what we need to do here.
Aharin amalana sal. Emma ira au bella serviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In usenera narivas.
And enter Flemeth.
Here we are.
Under Anatishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside?
Just a piece. A small piece, but it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, It already has.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone.
Yeah.
And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
So what now?
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice.
Like, I don't know why it said the broadcast ended when I didn't end it at all.
We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into
That was
the
weird.
abyss.
Like, because I couldn't even bump that button
Do not hesitate to
for the stream to end, because it is at the top of my laptop.
It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashbellinor.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Alright. So that's done. So now we can head back down the mountain. And I will level up here shortly. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that my stream ended and I didn't end it.
Macerana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Okay. So
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
yes, an
Not
alienage.
the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You already know me. You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
Of course. But only because you used that "you kicked my puppy" voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it.
Oh, she's so cute. Alright, so we're gonna keep our current party.
Busy today, I see.
Will I see you at the tavern later?
Please, sir.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
Can we help this woman? This could be Mother.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate?
Oh,
my eye is
thank you.
burning.
I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade...
Like,
it
I
gives
know
him
they
nightmares.
say that
Dreams of
technical
demons
difficulties
speaking
and
in his
stuff like
mind.
that is, you know, means you're a real streamer,
I would
but
rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
it spikes my anxiety like crazy.
Abominations are always so awkward at family reunions.
So I'm hoping that
No,
this is just
please, you must find him
a
before-
goof, like a glitch,
Before the demons finish their work.
and it's not
He must be brought to
my
safety.
laptop making its
If you
final
won't do it
hurrah,
for Fainriel,
because
do it for
I
Kirkwall.
streamed from the Xbox for a
Templars
short
say
period of
lad like
time
my
and
son
I could not
is a
stand it.
danger to the whole city if left
Like,
untrained.
right now I've got my Xbox streaming to my laptop and my laptop streaming to Twitch. And we're still waiting on our taxes to come in. And we're not even sure how much we're going to have left over when we go to repair the
I'll
roof
bring your
back
son
there.
back to safety. I promise.
I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva.
Yeah, trying not
He's
to
a
overthink,
merchant
I
in the
guess.
Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
Magic can be a fearful gift. Your son deserves the best aid learning how to manage it.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Alright, so let me go ahead and level up my characters. Do the same tactic that I did with...
Do you ever wish you lived in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with nug shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
But they're your people. Don't you even wonder what it would be like?
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Sierra. Good luck on your hunt.
Greetings, my lady. You look like a woman who'd appreciate the finest rubies from Antiva raising her lovely neck. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
My lady, I'm a bachelor. I've never met a woman of sufficient beauty and charm to tie Vincento down.
Please, Sarah. I know you must fear for Fainriel, but we mean him no harm.
Hard to tell in this city who means who harm, no?
Perhaps you can set his mind at ease.
We are no Templars, Sarah. You'll find no better friend to a young, scared mage.
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
Yes.
Of course.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
Where is he?
Does this Samson have a residence in Kirkwall?
We need to know.
No. He's a wanted man. He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Darktown. That's the best place to find him.
Alright. Let's... What else is down here? Because there's another mark showing up this way. Where are you? What is it?
Hey there, lovely.
A swindler.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Can't we talk
Don't
about
say
this?
I didn't.
No?
Someone selling fake assholes at Andraste.
Too far! So, we won?
Yep, we won and we got some stuff out of it.
Maybe later, darling.
I have no interest in you, sweetheart.
Andraste's great.
The thieves are gone, guardsman.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Interesting. Alright, well, moving on. Let's go to Gallows, the map for occupied Kirkwall, business discussion, Black Emporium, Dusktown's birthright, seal of House Tillon. Let's go drop this off. These are just small things that I've picked up that need to be returned.
How come you and Wesley never had children? I mean, sorry if that's too personal.
It's all right. I was a soldier and he was a Templar. We knew that
I
our
think
personal
I'd
lives
find
would have to
something
wait. Distance never mattered.
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solicitus. Please take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
Remedy that. Potions shop. You, my good man, are priceless.
The pun wasn't intentional, although I may use that next time. It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Sure.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Syrah.
The first enchanter does not wish me to sell merchandise.
Alright, well,
People
that
talk
is
about
done.
it for-
I'm pretty sure the seal is something that I picked up as well that I can just drop off. I don't think it's another mission. I don't remember. I haven't touched this game in like forever.
Are you really not afraid of apostates? I heard you lost. Not even a little. This it?
Sunshine, I'm a dwarf, in case you... That detail?
Dwarves aren't completely immune to magic, you know.
No. I meant there are at least 30 people in this town who'd murder my family over trade deals. Who has time to work?
Alright. Unbidden Rescue, that is a main quest. Let's go ahead and go to the Black Emporium, because that is a DLC that I got with the game. It's basically just a place with... this giant skeleton.
Stand straight. Places, everyone. Welcome.
Pickled apples. Discarded weapons. A Song of Sorrows. Ancient leather. Alright, well I'm gonna take this stuff. Crafting materials. Let's sell some stuff. Sell all junk.
Rare, enchanted goods. Overpriced.
Oh yes, now I can fix some things. Skin. I can finally fix that lip intensity because I did not want it that bright. Also fix my nose shape, which is something that's been bugging me. I do not want my nose to be humongous. There we go.
Lost to socks. You can never have enough socks.
Okay, so. Anyways. Moving on. Sundermount, Herbalist Task. Alright, let's go ahead and go talk to Varric about his business proposition.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? I found of native ether. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you.
Hey. Alright, let's talk to Varric.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Or unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Problem solved.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Misere, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Loreen has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Maker, I wish whoever was telling the story made me more handsome. My mother used to say that there are a lot more mages than she's charmed.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a chest. What's in here? Picked up something important. It's always a good idea to look around whenever you're in a new area, especially in this game.
So, what do you do, Athalie?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of...
Order a drink. 'Cause why not?
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
Alright, tranquility. Because let's see. With the quest that we currently picked up, the Feniel or whatever, if we were to turn him...
restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But yes,
If
for
we
a
turn
mage.
him into the
You have
guard,
a sword. Well,
they'll turn him tranquil. If we don't, he'll go live with the Dalish. If I remember properly.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. I'll send word to the healer, but
My son's hurt bad. Can't over... him in the blasted bone pit.
everyone...
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Looking for someone.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes.
Just tell me
Most
where he
can
is
barely buy
already.
bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Tell me he's got killer eyes and a nice smile. I'll marry him on the spot.
As it happens, he's got the eyes. But I've never seen him smile. It's always seemed like he must have lost even more than the rest of us. I suppose you can seek him out. Anders certainly hasn't turned anyone else away. Look for the lit lantern in Darktown. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Is there any flour? We've been out for a week. The children...
Ferelden imports, you say? Health potions. Rune Frost. Alright, well.
We're eating sawdust.
Your children are eating sawdust. That's your own fault. You shouldn't allow them to do so. Bad for their lungs.
Hey, we heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
Look, we're Fereldans just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But you're clothed. Figured you're a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our King Alistair.
Yes. The whiny BJ we put on the throne. Alright, so we need to go to Darktown.
Varric, do you do anything?
Who's down here? Might as well hit up the Birthright one as well while we're waiting. Kirkwall has been ruled by the Viscount since the Elysian Empire installed one as a governor in something.
Tom White?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenry. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
It's a living.
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, You still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days, and the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality.
Yay, poisons.
Everyone needs an edge sometimes.
My
right?
favorite thing.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you more information about the Circle, Bethany. It's difficult without naming you.
Thank you for being discreet. I don't want the Templars at my door.
No one does.
Let them corral the troublemakers. I just want information.
Right.
Apparently I attract some attention.
Like I'm trying to convince
That's
you.
enough!
I wouldn't have said, but yes.
I can't move! Go for the face!
Very, 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 very rude of you just to show up out of the blue. For no reason whatsoever other than to attack me. What have I done to you? Nothing. Well, here's a reagent. Death root. Interesting. And what do we have down here?
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
The remains of Sister... Remains? I just picked up human remains. Are you... Oh, okay, so here's me. Oh, I'm just walking along. Oh, look, there's a skeleton. Let me just shove that in my pocket.
Going to have to do some shopping upstairs pretty soon.
Alright, so... grab that. There's that, but we're going this way.
I think this is the center.
We're going to go ahead and do this. Because I...
And here we go again.
Of course, slavers sneak up out of nowhere.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Yeah. Slaver assassin. And that slaver's stuck. Portrait of the past.
The Amel crest. Mother described it, but this is the first time I've seen it.
Would feel like something to live in a house with this above the door.
I mean, yes.
Now we fight!
Yep.
That's enough!
Why are there so many of you guys down here? A bunch of slavers, but I don't see a single slave. Not that I want to. History of Kirkwall. More random garbage. More random garbage and some gold.
Watch your step! All set.
I knew I should have slayed right.
Can't we talk about this? No?
No, he did not put me up to this. I came here on my own accord.
There!
Yay, the more the merrier.
Go down!
I got a key. To what? I don't know, but I got a key. History of the circle.
That should do it. Everything we want to know about our family is inside.
Here you go.
This is it. Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
We'll take it to her right now.
And let's go see the face of her dear brother when we find out that he's a fucking bastard.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
Oh, not so talkative now.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
Bastards.
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
Right.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Don't look at me like that. It's not our fault that all of your shit has fallen apart. Holy fudge nuggets! Thank you for subscribing, Luna. I appreciate it. Scared the crap out of me. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and cute little emotes.
Never turn against my own sister like that.
You're a better person.
How are you doing tonight? Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it meant to me.
Just kind of been chilling all day.
Grandparents who didn't hate me.
Recently decided to make a big change to
I wish they had lived
my
long
small
enough to see
business
us
that
go
I've
home.
been running, taking it in a completely different
That's what it
direction.
is, isn't
So
it?
I'm still kind of
I like saying that.
getting over that big change.
Running away again.
I used to make everything
home.
from stuffed animals like teddy bears and stuff to resin dice and dice goblins. And I've decided that I'm just going to be sticking with making just the dice goblins. Because that's all I've been getting orders for. So
We're going to make
currently
this our
having
home,
a sale going
promise
on
you.
right now to try
I
to get
hope
rid of
so,
old stock
sister.
before I
I'm so very tired of
close that shop and open up the Dice Goblin Adoption Center. Name is still in the works.
I think this is a picture of Mother. She looks like you.
Where did you get that? Was it at the estate? Let me see.
Was it the estate?
Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
I suppose it would have been a bit awkward to take it with her.
I know she loved Father. I guess I just wondered if she'd have been happier if he hadn't been a mage. If I wasn't a mage. I know that made it hard for Mother. It's nice to have a reminder
Especially
of a time
since people
when
have
she still
such
knew how to
weird
smile.
beliefs about people with magic. Oh, they have magic. Let's lock them up in a tower. They're not Rapunzel. Moving on. Can I talk to Fry?
I'll let you sleep.
Oh, I freaking love the Mabari. I wonder if they bring them back in the new one, because I know they didn't bring them back. I don't believe they brought them back in Inquisition. What's in here? I can put stuff in storage. Put that in there. Bone Pit and Bait and Switch. Just a couple more quests to pick up. Alright. So now let us turn in the thing that we found, the remains of Sister, what's her name? And then we'll go from there.
Hear you're having problems with the Bone Pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do.
I mean, I haven't
I
been
had to
salted up
suspend
yet,
operations.
so...
My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
That's all I need to know.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Okay, thank you.
Not here to sell
Cranky
today,
butt.
guardsman. My shipment's late. Well, good luck to you then.
Alright, let's see what else we got going on here. I need to go over here. There's an exclamation point, which is probably just going to snag us another.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you.
Yes?
I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important job.
Oh?
A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Alright.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly.
Something tells me that
Not
this
only
might
will
have
you be
something
well
to do with
paid,
Zevran.
You'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee.
My favorite wisecracking elf. Perhaps. Perhaps not. We don't know. But I'm just saying that your accent sounds a little Antivan to me. So I'm just putting two and two together. Ooh, so pretty. Oh, the upper level are closed off. But I want to explore. No fair. Oh. Okay. Big golden statue and then I'll just place.
Look what I found. Your reason for living.
Yes, my fool. I never thought I'd see that again. Thank you.
Wow. Just randomly walk up to somebody and hand them something. Look what I found. Your reason for living.
Frightening sort. Demons, the whole lot of them.
Ah yes, giant statue to your weird person.
Dear Mika, please help Ravine find his way to me. After his grandfather and Mika died, he's all I have left.
Odd. Alright, so I did see a Chanter's board on my way in, so I'm gonna swing by there and kind of take a look at everything going on. See if there's any thing I can pick up there. I don't know if I can yet or not. I also have a shawl to drop off apparently. Let's take a look. Nope, nothing on the Chanter's board at this time. Okay, so now I need to go down this way.
Good day to you.
Question. And then one more street down. Ah yes, into the Red Lantern District.
Keep moving. I'd rather not be mistaken.
A very interesting location.
And here we are in the Bronco. My day is complete.
Let's not stay here for long.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or
I
with
heard
him.
you lost
Or
something.
on him.
Is it?
It's a coterie
You
thing.
found this? I don't know what to say.
So yes, we have found the establishment of dirty deeds. I'd really hate to sweep through this place with a black light. If you know what I mean.
He didn't really ask you to wear a feather boa.
All Asian, darling. You get used to it. I won't mention this to your mother if you don't.
So yeah, I'm just
Lady
gonna
Sunshine, what's your first act as a noblewoman going to be?
walk
A noble woman.
out of here because I don't need to be in there any longer than I have to. Very uncomfortable. Indeed. Alrighty, moving on.
Oh, what is that stench?
It's probably the working ladies. I don't know how often they bathe. Not saying that they don't, I'm just saying I'm not sure how often they do. I mean, you do you, you know? It's just awkward to walk into one when you're in a game. And you're just sitting here chilling going, oh, I'm gonna go into this place. Oh, look, that lady's really way close.
Get ready! Ha!
Oh, yes, spiders!
There!
That. One more. Ow.
Out of your element, dwarf.
No thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore.
What time is it?
You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
What are you talking about?
You can start making sense any time now.
Heh.
My manners. Javaris Tintop, merchant and investor. I need forward thinkers to help court the Qunari.
Court the Qunari? Make her think of the children.
Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes, and it's just dust. No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I often look at every second idiot and think, he needs more power.
I doubt they were eager to sell.
That Arishok said I wasn't worthy. That only their outcast, the Tal Vashoth, or that mercenary. I said, great, I'll go talk to them. Didn't go over well. But
is that why your face looks like it does?
Maybe he'll bargain if I get rid of something that bothers him more than, well, me.
The Tal Vashoth.
The Tal Vashoth. Are you up for some paid hunting?
Your plan seems a little weak. What is this? Alright, a second. Hello? Mm-hmm. Alright. Love you too. Bye. I'm gonna say your plan.
Sounds like you've made a bargain you can't keep.
Ah, no one has vision anymore. All right, I'll go sweet-talk a giant by myself. Ugh, I hate being cod level with those oxmen. Makes me wish I was stone blind. If you happen to find yourself along the Wounded Coast collecting Tal Vashoth heads, well, I'll be all smiles in their compound.
I don't want to work with somebody like that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end the stream a little bit early here. Oof. I'm not feeling well. I do not know why. So, I am gonna have to cut it here. Let me see. Is anybody live at the moment? Let's go ahead and raid my friend Mondo here. Mando. He's playing Call of Duty Warzone. So yeah, thank you all so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. I will see all of you tomorrow for more Dragon Age Origins. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!